card shows, it's exactly what it says on the tin. Just imagine that you're going somewhere where there are other collectors, where there's other buyers, and there's just cards everywhere. I really wish that I could maybe talk to some of the organizers of the card shows I've gone to and say, how many cards do you think are actually in this vicinity at the moment? Because the numbers boggle my mind. And what's better about it, especially in the UK, is that card shows are becoming more prevalent and they're getting better. In the US, you've been spoiled. If you're watching this from the US, you have been spoiled, and you know you have. You have card shops everywhere. You have content creators who tell you when and where to go. You have shows every single week in loads of different states. I think there was 1 week last year where there were 15 card shows going on at the same time. Why? I mean, I know why, because it's an incredible thing to do, but the fact that you have so many and only the UK are starting to wise up to it, not only is that a bit annoying for us, but it represents a really good opportunity for anyone who's in the UK and mainland Europe, really anywhere outside the US, to get involved a little bit more and to really establish yourself within your local communities. And there are so many opportunities in which you are going to be able to do this, because whether you're a seller, whether you're a buyer, card shows present an equal opportunity platform for you to not only learn and engage with people, but to also get what you're there to get. But that is a very key point, to get what you're there to get. Because there's a couple of key tips that I want to share with you. And I'll be very honest, I made some very big mistakes going to my first few card shows. Frankly, I went to one last week and I made the exact same mistake. So do as I say, not as I do. Our parents have all said that. You just need to do that too. That rhymed. Now, very much so, when you go to a card show, please, and I tell you this, please just know what you're there to get. You can go to a shopping center, right? You can go to a different shop and maybe just have a little mooch around and see what's going on. If you want to do that at a card show, fine. If you do that, you got to set a budget. Otherwise, go there knowing the kind of thing you want. And you don't have to whittle it down. I'm there saying go there thinking what type of sport you want. Go there thinking of what type of team you want to collect. Or even, like I do, the type of player you want. Because I've got something to show you now. I'm going to come to this camera and show you one of my favorite cards that I've ever collected in my life. See that there? It's a PSA 10 Futera Gold 2005 Ruud van Nistelrooy. Because when I started collecting, I thought, I'm just going to go for players. I love players. Right now, I'm wearing this beautiful Real Madrid top there with R9 on the back because I love great footballers. And Ruud van Nistelrooy is the man who got me interested in football in the first place. So if I'm going to get into collecting again, even as a kid, as a primary school kid, I wanted his cards. Now, as a senior adult, I still want his cards. So that's what I went and go. And I thought if I could find Ruud van Nistelrooy or an R9 or Adriano, remember him? Yeah, a Diego Forlan. Who loves... Anyone who loves Diego Forlan? I love Diego Forlan. There were so many of them. But that's what I went in to do because I quickly realized if you don't do that, going to a card show can be incredibly overwhelming if it's your first time going. And it's because a lot of the time, the demand has outweighed the supply in terms of how many sellers there are, how much space there is, and what you can actually get involved in early on in the show. Because when I went to, let's say, the London Card Show, for example, who, by the way, are one of the best organizers, in my opinion, in the entire country for doing stuff like this. But when I went to my first one, it's an incredibly overstimulating place. There's a lot of noise, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of great things. But if you don't know anything, and it's a whole different world, the last thing you want to do is be slapped around the face by everything that you're seeing. But then if you're able to go in and you just focus on what you're there to get and to be as disciplined as you can, which I know is difficult. I know it's very, very difficult, people, but you have to try and do it just so you can get rid of any potential fatigue that will happen later down the line. Because trust me, you'll get to one seller or one stand who has a lot of stuff to look through. And if you're learning and if you're trying to take in all this information while negotiating, while organizing a price, while knowing how to take care of them and all of this at the same time, you're going to be dead by the first one.